from last Sunday, which I am grateful to God that I'm also receiving those emails that He's sending out to the men and women of God. Because that same message I had it before our apostle had a message last Sunday. So I'm grateful that I'm also being included in the emails. And I think you guys also need to send your email address so that you also get the messages as they come.
Where are you getting them from?
Huh?
Where are you getting them from?
From above. I'm not going to charge you for them like some ministers have in the past. Amen. Joshua 24 verse 15. But if serving the Lord seems undesirable to you, then choose for yourself this day whom you will serve, whether the gods your ancestors served beyond the Euphrates, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land you are living. But as for me and my household, we will serve the Lord. Amen. As of me and my household, we will serve the Lord. This apostle touched on it last Sunday, that if we are not careful, Christianity will die. If we are not careful to pass on the message of the goodness of God, Christianity will be overtaken. If we are not careful, that we are not encouraging one another to worship God, if we are not careful, because we are beaten in numbers. That was the message last week, that we are beaten in numbers. But also, let us not be beaten in the word, in the messages, in the inheritances. So the question will be, what are we leaving behind for our children and our children's children? What are we telling our children? What are we instructing them?
Love.
Love.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
We are instructing them love. We want them to love one another. We want them to love God and Him alone, the God of heaven, the one that created the heavens and the earth. That is what we are encouraging our children. Those are the two commandments that Jesus Christ said we should follow. All the commandments given, the 10 commandments, they did fall into two. To love God and to love one another. Hallelujah.
Amen.
Are we there?
Yes. Yep.
What about you? What are you saying to yourself? Is it you and your household are going to follow Christ? Is that the same message that you have for you and your family and your friends? Is that the message you have? Let us read Deuteronomy chapter 6 from 1 to about 12. And I'll tell you the reason why. It explains why we should be following Christ, why we should be loving God, why we should be doing what we are doing right here, right now, why we should gather more often, why we should live right in God's eyes, why we should live right in everything that we do. These are the commands, decrees, and laws the Lord your God directed me to teach you to observe in the land that you are crossing the Jordan to possess. Amen. Does anybody recall? Because we are all immigrants. We've all come from somewhere into this country, into this land. Zimbabwe, yes. I can see my parents sitting me down and saying, the land that you are going to is a strange land. You are going far away from us. But we've got our way of life, the way we live. Do not forget to pray. Do not forget to do the things of God. Those are the messages that we got when we were leaving home. And the other one was, don't forget us. Whilst you are there, whilst you are eating, don't forget us. Throw something to us as well. Those are the messages that they will give you. Do not forget your brothers and sisters. Because you are going there. Because God has called you to go there for us. He has taken you out of Zimbabwe for a reason. So this is what Joshua is trying to remind the Israelites. He has called them together. He has called them together to remind them how God brought them to where they are. To remind them what happened during the journey in their lives. He is reminding them. So let us recall and remember what we ourselves were told, that we are coming to a strange land with a strange people. And they've got their own morals. They've got their own culture. They've got their own gods sometimes that they pray. But you remember the God that we worship. God Jehovah, the one that is above, is the one that we worship. So on your way, on your travels, do not forget that. But let us read and hear what Joshua is saying, or Moses is saying here. So that you and your children after them may fear Lord your God as long as you live by, keeping all decrees and commands that I give you, and so that you may enjoy long life. Hear, Israel, and be careful to obey, so that it may go well with you, and that you may increase greatly in the land, flowing